Anyhow, every night I've been going out, getting this prepped out, and every morning I wake up and the wind is blowing off all my preps for painting. I've been waiting all day today, as I've been editing. Also, been watching the wind, waiting for it to die down enough that I can paint. I think it's going to actually slow down enough that I can get some paint on the rig. And to do that, I have a paint scheme in mind. I'm pretty sure I can do, but it involves separating some colors and combining some colors. So I don't know if I'm going to combine these colors. Actually, they're not full all the way. I need to pull about half of each of these out and drop in a container and mix it with white, because one of my colors involves mixing with white. It's a Raptor liner product. I was hoping to be able to pull a little bit of each and mix them together so I have a equal color across both sides. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do both sides at once. I'd like to spray the paint on both sides, and what I'm actually currently doing is trying to get the colors, the darks, and everything that's not the white color on. And then once I get them on, tape them up and then spray everything with the white, and that should give me the colors I want. However, I am not painting the back of the ambulance right now. I have a lot more work that's going to be done back there, and I'm afraid it's going to get too cold to paint back there, so I'm trying to get the front part done. Yesterday I crawled up on the roof and got it all sanded, and I have the front prepped, I have both sides prepped. There's a little question on some primer on the left side, but I think it'll be okay. Lack of their primer, but I think it'll still be okay without it. Famous last words, right? But it'll get me done for this season, and what I really want to do is get moving on the inside part of the build, but this is one of those things that unfortunately the world does judge on looks. You know, I'm in my grungies right now, but the world judges on looks, and they judge your rigs on looks. So if I want to go out this season, I got to have it looking good and clean and everything else. The other thing is, once I have it painted, I feel more secure about going out. And well, for one, I can put the marker lights on it. I can get it where I can drive it again. I also need to tape off all my lines for the purples on both sides, get that done. The tape holds fine for like when I first lay it down, for the most part, as long as it's not blowing hard. But as soon as it starts blowing, it starts to peel off. So I'm going to start prepping it for painting it, and I think I'll paint the purple first, and when the roof gets, you know, well, I'm going to bounce around the rig a lot and paint a lot of things on the rig. It's like I'd like to do the purple first, but I think doing the roof first with the white, and then coming back with a grip on top of it. Everything that I need to grip, it needs an hour cure time between coats. And really I was hoping to only do maybe one, maybe two coats. I don't have enough to do a ton of it. Like I said, this is just for cosmetics, a little protection, but not really. Some grippiness and everything else. But it's aluminum, so aluminum doesn't rust or corrode. It has dissimilar metal corrosion, but all in all, in the environment itself, it doesn't corrode at all. So there's that. But I have everything prepped enough that I can do almost everything on it. I think the areas that I'm working on, I will just have to come back and paint later. It will create, yes, a line in those areas. I can kind of smooth it in by roughing it up and bringing the line down and blending it that way, and that's probably how I end up doing it eventually. But I really want to get it painted and completed so I don't have to deal with this, because it's a lot of work, a lot of time and everything else. And if I don't get around the hatch done before I head out, yeah, as long as it's sealed, but if I don't get around the hatch done before I head out, it's not a big deal. No one's going to see it. A lot of the places I'm leaving are places that really you would have to know was a problem before you knew it was a problem, so you won't be able to see it. So I really just want to get it done, and everything I want to get done. And I feel like this is time critical with the temperatures and everything else here. Otherwise, I'm going to be trying to do it in a desert environment with sand blowing everywhere, and I'm not really sure if it's actually I'm allowed to do it there. So yeah, which sucks, but it's fine. We're going to get going forward on it. I thought about painting the whole thing white and then coming back and painting the stripes, and I still may do that. There's an hour cure time between it. I just don't know if I have enough. It took 3 gallons to do the entire bus, with a roller. It didn't have much thickness to it. This is roughly 2 gallons here, plus a quart. So, and I'm not doing the back of it, so there should be enough to do it. Okay, let me explain my painting style. I just ran tape on the lower portion all around, and basically my plan is to come through and paint that and use the tape as a guide, not as a block so much. And whenever I paint it, I paint in between the line. It's okay if it goes over because I'm going to paint over the top of it. Let that dry or cure for an hour, maybe a little longer, then come back and mask over the top of that and keep that taped off. Lay my second color on top of that once that's masked out, tape that off, and then spray everything with white. And that's how I'm going to paint that. And then whenever I'm done with the white, I'm going to peel off both masks on it, and it should leave the color with the white and give me a nice clean line and good even color flow too. I'm going to try to do both sides with one can. I don't know if that's going to be feasible or not, but we're going to see. There you go, grab another battery.
Some eyes that see me from the inside. Nothing left to hide, not even from myself. worlds collide, and we'll be holding on to the morning dawn, darling. We together, holding on. Tell me what you want, darling. We together, you and me. See the sun shine through your very soul, dear. Find your darkest parts and let the light in. Oh, I wanna call you mine and kiss the night goodbye, and we'll be holding on to the morning dawn, darling. We together.
Well, that's as far as I can go. I'm out of paint. 2 gallons. It smells like wood. I hope there's not a wood fire somewhere. Anyhow, that's 2 gallons of paint on there, and actually 2.5 gallons. And consider the stripes on there, so I'm gonna have to get me another 2-gallon kit to finish it up. That won't be today. That'll probably be in a week or so. Yeah. Oh well, that was exhausting. You know, I've been out here for probably 5 hours straight or longer, just spraying, shaking, spraying, shaking. The main goal for today was to get everything that's around the tape, at least one side where I don't have to worry about having it taped up. I can pull the tape off and stop worrying about peeling off. And that's been an annoyance to me. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull off the stripe out because it needs a harden. I don't want to leave the tape on it too long, especially in the sun to bake on. So enjoy.
Holding on, tell me what you want, darling. We together, you and me. Holding on to the morning dawn, darling. We together. Holding on, tell me what you want, darling. We together, you and me. We can spend our days walking on the bright side. Never have to hide again. Together never has to end. And we'll be holding on to the morning dawn, darling. We together. Holding on, tell me what you want, darling. We will be together, you and me. Holding on to the morning dawn, darling. We together. Holding on, tell me what you want, darling. We together, you and me.
My feet will tell me where to go. I'm not afraid to step outside and see the world for what it is. No, spending all my time with people that I barely know. You may have thought you should know, ain't no place I'd rather be instead. Sometimes I feel alone, you know it's me and my guitar. We're looking up at darling stars, singing where we supposed to go now. Ruthie, little lady, tell me what you mean.